Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, Sloka number 22. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Prakasham Cha Pravrittim Cha Mohameva Cha Pandavam Nadveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati. To love and to be loved is the fulfillment of the life. Is it possible for me to love everybody and everything in this world? And is it possible that everybody can love me? Yes, it is possible only when you become a Gunatita Purusha. The topic here in the 14th chapter, now in the conclusion, we are Bhagavan telling about that Gunatita. In 20th he introduced that word Etani Trim Guna Dehi Deha Samudbhavan Katam Atiyate Atitya. So Atitya, transcending, overcoming, crossing over these three gunas, in spite of the gunas are working. In spite of he is living here, moving here, and doing the Vyavahara also with the same body-mind complex which is endowed with the three gunas. Now what I said, is it possible to love and to be loved? If it happens, it is the fulfillment of the life. Therefore, to say in another words, to love and to be loved is the you be happy and spread the happiness and love. But whether everybody loves you or not, you need not to bother. If it happens, happens. Now, after saying that, Arjuna asked a question. Suppose if anybody transcended and conquered these three gunas, conquered word is not correct, transcending only. What are the indications? How we will know he is the Gunatita Purusha? And then how he afterwards moves and functions in this world. And if I want also to become like that, what should I do? These are the three questions asked by the Arjuna. For that, Bhagavan started answering based on this second line of this 22nd shloka only. I told you now to love and to be loved. Hey Arjuna, this Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Prakasham, Pravrittim, Moham. They constantly change, they come and go. That is the play they do. That is a sport in Prakriti. But even while that happening, the changes in the gunas and all that, this Gunatita Purusha, a Viveki, a Gnani, he never hates them. Okay? Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Agate swagatam kuryat, gachantam na nivarayet. If they come, welcome. If they go, also, no problem. Na nivarayet. I am not going to stop them. That is the meaning nadveshti. When they come, na kankshati nivruttani. So this is the indication of this Gunatita Purusha. And not only that, this is known mainly to him, by him. That is what I concluded, and by saying the Shankara's Bhashya word, this others cannot know that. I am loving everybody or not, how they know? For that, I have to declare or publish in the Gazette, or simply to please the others, I have to keep on smile and wear a plastic smile on my face. No need. If I know, that is enough. In any corner of my heart, mind, there is any hatred, trace of hatred on anything and anybody, whether it is good or bad. Then, now today we will enter into the 23rd shloka. The second question is answered from here, another 3 shlokas. How that Kimacharaha, Gunatitaha, how he behaves still further. This Vyavaharam, his behavior in the society, among the people, through that we can find out something, because we will see his actions there. Kimacharaha. Shloka number 23rd. Udasina vadasinaha gunairyo na vichalyate guna vartanta ityeva yovatishtati nengate. General meaning is, yes, he will be always stand as a neutral, udasinavat, is always indifferent to everything, and he sits like that. Sits means, asit means, is always not taking any one side of any argument or any person, any vishayam. Is always tatasthaha. Tate sthitaha tatasthaha. Tata means karai, Tiram. When I am on the shore, water is not touching me. What is happening in the waters, waves, not touching me. But who is in the waters, it affects. But I am on the tata. Tatasthaha, another meaning, udasinaha. Udasin. It doesn't mean that he won't care. That is not the meaning. Outside, whenever required any love, care, anything, that he will express. But by expressing the care and love, I am not going to get any punya. He knows that. I don't want any punya. That is called udasinavat asita. Particularly when these gunas are affecting, functioning in him also, and in other person with whom he is interacting, gunaihi yah na vichalyate, whoever not get disturbed. This is his behavior. So if you see person getting disturbed for small things, then immediately shouts, he expresses anger, he does some kind of unwanted, he says some unwanted words or do some action because he reacted, he got disturbed. If that is not there and if you are not seeing in him, that is his behavior. Gunatita Purusha. Na vichalyate. Vichala, chalanam, disturbing, movement. Vichalyam, he never becomes either depressed or oppressed or suppressed or anxiety or anything. Na vichalyate. Why? How? Because he knows very well. He listened the Shastra, he understood what are the gunas and teaching of the Lord Krishna. Guna vartanta ityeva. This guna vartanta iti, in the 2 classes before I reminded you about what Lord said in the 3rd chapter and 5th chapter or 6th chapter. There he says, Guna guneshu vartanta iti matvana sajjate. Exact same meaning only. Gunas are belong to the Prakriti. But I recognized myself as the consciousness. Then how can I take that on me? Therefore, guna vartanta. Gunas are doing their job. Therefore, yaha avatishtati. Tishtati avatishtati. That is only again tatastha. He is sitting apart. He is sitting apart means not physically. He recognizes himself is, I am absolutely untouched about these things, whatever is happening in my body-mind complex or the world. This is called avatishtati. So whoever sits, in that disposal, in that kind of attitude, because of that na ingate, vichalyate and ingate also, ing dhatu, ingate also gives the same meaning, chalati. That means already vichalyate na ingate. Second time, different word. So, altogether, the measure yardstick is, am I disturbing because of anything? This is the only spiritual sadhana. Constantly you have to keep on observe. Am I disturbing? Things seems to be disturbing. Such kind of things will happen. Such kind of words people will talk. Such kind of behaviors. Around everything will be there. Am I disturbing? If I am not disturbed, Whatever may happen in and around of me is, I am the Gunatita Purusha. You should not ask that, is it possible when you are living in the world? If you ask that question, you have not heard the Bhagavad Gita fully correctly. Arjuna wants to learn and want to be like that. Let us also want to be like that, learn. Therefore, so main point is here, Udasinavat. Here I will tell you one Subhashitam. So this is the comparison I should not get disturbed. Disturbance from my body, from inside of my mind path, old vasanas, or outside. There are, anything can be. This Gunatita Purusha is a Sajjana now. He is a Mahatma. He is a Jivan Mukta. Now, this outside people, we don't call them, but just a Subhashita comparison. Durjanaha, who shouts at me, who scolds at me, who teases me, who talk ill about me, anything. This Sajjana, Mahatma, he will get disturbed because of the some Durjana, something. The question is, disturbance is outside, disturbance is outside actually. Why I have to take that into me? Because it is belong to me. They are talking about me. So you are claiming that you, I and mine. Something happened outside. Some person did some mistake. Mistakes will be done by people. Okay, you tell this is a mistake, you should not do like this, and correct it and say once and leave it, forget about it. But mistake done by somebody, mistake happened outside, why disturbance should take place here? This is the logic. You cannot expect that no mistakes will happen, everybody will be perfect. We are not robots, no? Not lifeless stones. It will be that, because gunas are working. Now, if I know that, what I am supposed to do, talk and correct it there or say, that's it. I should not take it as a big issue. It is maybe a big issue from the outside standpoint of the outside, but it is not a how much I can solve and deal with that issue, I will do it, that's it. But I don't allow it more than that to percolate into my personality. Subhashita says with example, Vikrutim naiva gacchante sangadosha sadavaham. Because of sanga, dosha, sadhavaha, mahatmas, good people, great people, gunatita purushas, they never get vikrutim naiva gacchate, they never get disturbed because of sanga dosha. Sanga dosha means I am not wantedly going and mixing with the bad people. What is sanga? Some interaction is called sanga. My interaction with my wife is sanga. My interaction with my husband is sanga, son, servant, driver, interaction. In that, because of sanga, and that person behaved like this, did like this. This Purusha, this Mahatma, Gunatita, vikrutim naiva gacchanti sangadosha sangadoshena sadhavaha. How? Aveshtitam mahasarpaihi chandanam na vishayate. A big poisonous cobra snake is on the sandalwood tree, 10 feet long. Now recently news, 14 feet long king cobra. The forest people catch in some village, 14 feet long. So that is on Chandanam. Generally they say maybe that smell, the snake also likes it or so. In the Chandanam forest, sandalwood trees are there, snakes will be there. That we don't know, we never saw that. Even that, what is that another flower which smells like, it is like a bush, Talampu. In that also snakes will be there, but that flower, once it just become little, gives so much smell. They say, we never see that, but Subhashtan says, Aveshtita Mahasarpai, such a big snake is on the tree of the sandalwood tree. It twisted to the branches and staying there. Because of that, is that Chandana Vriksham become poisonous? Poisonous means it will loses its sandalwood smell. It's a nice Subhashta. Like that, Sajjana never gets disturbed. Then in 24th shloka, Samadukha sukha swastaha Samaloštashma kanchanaha Tulya priya priyo dhiraha Tulya nindatma samstutihi. Now we see here, Tulya means equal, Sama also equal. He accepts, he looks at either it is a Sukha or Dukkha. Sama Sukha Dukkha, Sukha Dukkha Sukha. This word Bhagavan told many times in the Bhagavad Gita, even second chapter. Okay, Sukha Dukkhe Same Krutva Labha Labhau Jaya Jayo. In the same way, Sukheshu Udvigamnaha Sukheshu Vigataspruhaha. When it Sukham comes, he never get elated. When Dukkham comes, he never becomes depressed or like that. Samam. Because the entire definition of the yoga, Gnana Yoga, Gnanam is Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Samatvam. So, Sukha Dukkha Samaha for this. Then, Sukha Dukkha is the emotional expressions. Whether something comes, I get Sukha feeling in the mind. If something which I don't like comes, I will feel miserable in the mind. But outside also, I will tell you, Sama Loshta Ashma Kanchanaha. He looks at, he takes as equal stone, Ashma, Loshta, the clay, lump of clay, and the gold. What, sir? He is blind or what? How you will see the clay is clay, stone is very hard, and gold. Okay, at least stone and clay comparison, okay. Gold. He looks all three of them as equal. It doesn't mean that he don't know the value of the gold. If he knows that gold is there, it has got a value, it can be used for good purpose also, then he will just throw it. That is not the meaning. Again, actually by saying this, for him, whether it is a so valuable and is so significant, insignificant. Yesterday I told this. For him, there is no anything insignificant, there is no anything so significant. All this is our mental projection only. See? In God's creation, everything is equal. Remember this. From the Prakriti standpoint, everything is mixed with the three gunas. From the Atma standpoint, I am untouched. That's why in between, swastaha, in that line, the middle word. Samaha sukha dukkha, samaha ashma loshta kanchanaha. Let us take second line also. And equal, tulya, priya, apriya. Priya, priyam. Whether it is a very favorable, all are praising me, all are liking me, they are telling that you are very good. All that. And the people who said you are very good, you are smart and all that, next month, next year, the same people may say that now I think you are not that much smart, you become bad. I told you this example in Saddarshan, when Bhagavan Ramana in the Skandashram, in the caves on the hill, the same Bhagavan Ramana, when ashrama created, he used to come down for food and go and stay some time here, and later on only going up only once, twice and coming, more time he stays there because everybody cannot come up to see him, a lot of people are coming. After all that, here kitchen, and he also goes in the kitchen and stand. He used to grind the idli maavu, the batter of the idli. He used to, if any chutney or anything required, he will sit, and there are many photos are there like that. After some time, one devotee asking, Bhagavan, now you got spoiled after coming down. When you are in the cave and the mountain, you are good. Now you came down and to ashram and all that, in Tamil, நீங்க கட்டி போயிட்டீங்க. Then Bhagavan said, good. நான் கட்டி போயாச்சு. நான், for that only, that's good only. Non is discarded. This ahankara non, let it get spoiled. Let it disappear. Therefore, tulya priya apriya. Never expect somebody, something, everybody. You know what you are. These ups and downs and praising and abusing, these are all common in this world. Everyone have got experience. Our own people, the same people talks a different way. That is how the nature is. Don't blame them. Gunas. When they are not aware, they will talk like that. That's why you don't talk about anybody so praising or so in the last message of the Bhagavata Sri Krishna Avatara. Bhagavan Sri Krishna taught to Uddhava, that is the final teaching of Uddhava Gita. There we saw Uddhava never praise anybody, never abuse anybody. But he said in different way, never welcome anybody, never say anybody to go. This is what in Happy Mantramala one sentence, no? That only I told in Sanskrit. Agate swagatam kuryat gachantam na nivarayat. And he told you go to Badrik Ashram and do tapas. Why he advised that? Because for you here is nothing now thing to do. You just be alone and do nididhyasanam. Think about me. What good has to happen through you, it will happen in the world. According to Bhakti Shastra, they say now also Uddhava is doing tapas there in Badrik Ashram. Like Naranarayana Rishi he is still doing, he is still there. Uddhava. So, here Tulya Priya Apriyaha. Therefore, this Gunatita Purusha can be called as a Dhiraha. Dhiraha word yesterday in Panchadesha also it came. I given the meaning there. This Dhiraha word came in Bhagavad Gita also in the previous second chapter once and now here. Dhiram, Dhimatam, like this different expression. But all comes from that Dhi. So I told whose buddhi, intellect is perfectly endowed with, filled with this gnanam is called dhiraha. Dhi rati iti. Rati means gato, I said yesterday meaning. Gato means whose intellect entered into, endowed with, filled with that gnanam, vivekam, is called dhiraha. So here, dhiraha. A timid person, if you take generally, dhairyam word came from that only. Dhairyam, who is having the courage, dhairyam, he is called dhiraha, we say. But here, to reject on all these things is called real dhairyam, dhiratvam. Therefore, that word. And yesterday when I am talking about it, I quoted about from the Kathopanishad also, dhira word. Many Upanishads also uses that. So, dhiraha. Then, tulyaha ninda and atmastutihi. See, priya, apriya, these are all. Ninda, manam, avamanam. Somebody is blaming at me, ninda. Or they are telling about me good and all that. When somebody says something good about us, we generally feel good, happy. But when you heard something told by somebody about you, if you are not disturbed and not taking it as a seriously, then you are Gunatita Purusha. Therefore, Bhagavan said all this here, Samadukha. Now here I will give one more Subhashita, because just to understand more clearly, the Subhashita says like this. This is also again Mahatma, Gunatita Purusha, and other side is Aviveki Ajnani or Duratma. Namanti phalino vrikshaha, namanti gunino janaha, Shushkakashtascha murkhascha nanamanti kadachana. Subhashtals are very, very beautiful. Subhashitam, well said, a message. When the tree has got a lot of branches and those branches are filled with lots of fruits, because of the lots of fruits, because of that weight, the branches generally bend and do namaskara. Comparison. If there plenty of fruits are there, it will almost sometimes down come to the touch the earth like. So namanti palino vrukshaha. If the the trees are filled with the fruits, then naturally they will bend down because of the weight. In the same way, namanti gunino janaha. If you have a proper good character and gunas, generally people will like you. Like you. That's why I told to love, to be loved. Generally, if you are a lovable person, you are loving everybody, generally everybody also will love you. But in spite of that, somebody, that is exception case, why you worry about it? Your job is to love. Your job is to love. So, namanti gunino janaha sushka kashtascha murkhascha. If that same tree is no leaves, no fruits, and sushka kashta means a dried tree. You see the dried tree, all the branches are the dried ones stand like that. No one will bend until a big wind comes and then break, they will fall. Otherwise, it will stand like that. Same way, this murkha also, as like the dried tree never bend and do namaskara, this murkha also never do the namaskara, never surrender to the shastra, the knowledge. Murkha is a tamasic person. Murkhaschana namanti kadachana. He never can. Therefore, after saying this in 25th shloka, Manapamanayostulyah Tulyo mitrari pakshayoho Sarvarambha parityagi Gunatitassa uchyate. Now from the 23rd onwards up to 25th, he is called Gunatita. Atita word used in 22nd shloka, 21st. Then here concluded in giving the answer by the Lord. Now what are the things here? Actually, all these are pairs of things are Bhagavan mentioning, Sukha Dukkha, Priya Apriya, and costly material and costless material. Then Mana Avamana, Ninda Stuti. Mana Avamana itself is Ninda Stuti, Manam. First time when we go to somebody's house or some place, generally they show lot of interest. Come in. Like red carpet, welcome. But second time, third time, fourth time, if you are going, gradually the way they have done in the first time, it won't be that much. It doesn't mean that they are insulting me. But if I take that, see, that time when I came and in the beginning, Nowadays they were not that much good. They were not interested. They are not giving importance to me. Importance to me. This very feeling varies in any function, anywhere, wherever you go, you will see that your ego is pricked. That time if you are not allowing your ego to blabber, to blame, then you are gunatita. You cannot stop them doing like this or doing like that. It is not in your judiciary control. You have control on you, what I am. My job is to be happy, to distribute the happy and love. That's it. That's why when Swamiji keeping that as a center and talking so this, that, everything is what for life is meant for. Why we are studying yesterday in Panchadasi Brahmananda Yogananda. You are meant for to express the happiness. Remember this, that's it. Don't allow any, but, no, but. That's it. Where is the but? Ena kena prakarena, you do that. This Vidyaranya is going to tell that ena kena prakarena, you have to express you are Brahmanandam. Therefore, words are mana avamanayoho tulyaha and mitra aripakshayoho, friends and the enemies. Sir, I love everybody. I never keep anybody as my enemy or like that. But they are looking me as the enemy. Don't worry. They are looking me as that means whoever looks at me as the friend, whoever looks at me as the enemy, also tulyaha, I am equal. I myself, from my side, I won't create the dear and dearest and most, that is all. By keeping one enemy in your mind, your life is spoiled. Your entire peace of mind is gone. It is true maybe that person did a lot of harm once upon a time to me. He tried to spoil me. Because of him these things happen. Okay, doesn't matter. You are now away. You keep away. You keep away. Some cases you cannot keep away. If they are in my own family, how can I keep away? Suppose my mother-in-law, my father-in-law or somebody, there also, if mother-in-law is abusing, you feel happy because you, by doing the good cooking, keeping the house clean, your mother-in-law never become happy. But she will become happy when she talks ill about you. You are able to get the point? When she talks ill about you, she feel happy. So, she is getting happy because of that, let her get happiness. Then only you can be as a gunatita. If you will take the situation in that way. For that case, any. My goal is what? I should be happy and make others happy. So others, if they are happy by telling bad things about me, let them tell. Let them tell. But if I take them so seriously and it is, I cannot accept, how can I, then you are in the mess. You are in the samsara. That's why we should not forget that my peace of mind is very important. I never compromise. That is the rule. Ultimately, what is your purpose of living? To keep on disturb you all the time, and you get disturbed and disturb others also. And people are thinking that in that I am achieving something, nothing, ruining their life and others' life. This is how the families live, because no Bhagavad Gita Gnanam, no Satsangam. As long as this not there, person cannot get refined. In the outside periphery, I know everything. I know psychology, people, everything. And what you know? What you know? If you know, your behavior should be like this. Then, so Mitra, Ari means enemy. Then Sarvarambha Parityagi. He never have any project, any agenda about any karma to get some punya either for this life purpose or paraloka punya purpose. Understand this. Sarva Arambha means he never start anything, general meaning. Sarva Arambha, I am not at, I don't go out. I don't get up. I don't start brushing. Sarva Arambha Parityage. All the works what he is supposed to do, he just dropped everything. Even in sannyasi angle also we cannot say that. But in Bhashya, Shankara mentions the sannyasi. But what about the grihastha? Every sannyasi is living like that. But generally, why sannyasi word is used? For sannyasi, there is no any karma kanda. Because he is already given up everything, sacrificed. Only for him is only gnanam. Now, that's it. Therefore, Shankara writes here, not only that, he is sarvan arambhan parityaktum seelam asya iti sarvarambha parityagi. But that we have to understand what he says. Drishta adrushtarthani karmani. Drishta adrushta means ishta, purta, prayatyasta, parihara. All these karmas, Ishta Purta karmas, we talked in the Brihadaranyaka Chandogyam. I do lot of social service. I will dig the well for the welfare of the people. I will construct the hospital, Satram. All for that, Punyam, Dharmam. So, Ishta Purtam. Purta means Yajna Yaga, this Homam, this Yajnam, this will give me my good world, next life, all that. Ishta Purta. Or here prashchitta parihara, all these kind of karmas now he dropped. Because his purpose is gnana nishta. So we need a courage to come to this state. Therefore Shankara writes here, drishta adrushta karma adrushtarthani karmani arabhyate iti arambhaha. Arambha, but he is a sarva arambha parityagi. Then what he will do? But he is a deha dharana matra nimitta, just to keep this body alive. How much I have to do, that much alone. I need not accumulate again new punya. If at all I do Gnana sadhana, Shravana Manana Nidhyasana I will do. That is for what? Not for punyam, it is for Gnana. So Deha Dharana Matra. Here also there is one point. This body is not created by me. This body is not belong to me. If at all created means it is created by parents or If you take further, it is created by the Ishvara Panchabhutas. Therefore, you have no right to destroy and kill it. Therefore, the suicide, Atmahatya, is considered as the biggest sin. It is how much sin you kill somebody, killing yourself also is equally big sin. Then, that's why, Deha Dharana Matra. For that, I need some money, I cannot beg. Grihastha cannot beg. So I will go to the office, I will earn money. But there I will be sincere, genuine. No, that's it. I don't crave for more and more and more and more. See, nowadays, every product, particularly every eatable, everything, whichever we are consuming, everything is adulterated, filled with the chemicals and all that, some processes, because I want to produce more, so more money. Why all this happening? Because of greediness. Greediness. One person telling, who is having a cardamom estate, he's a very self-conscious person, dharmic. People generally put lot of chemicals and something they do, and lot of production of cardamom, very costly. But in my estate, I don't want to give the poison to the earth mother. That is his concept. I may get few less cardamom. My income may be less. That is what dharmic jivana. So there are people now also who are doing in the business, who are in the this, that. This is what our present Prime Minister promoting. Stop using the fertilizers, reduce them less. Last week also he is talking about, talking with the agriculture, people. Okay. And so giving good approach, because mother, earth is our mother. We should not torture her, trouble her, no? That will return to us only. Therefore, now what disease comes because of what? Whatever you may say, good nuts, dairy products, milk, this, vegetable, fruit, everything is adulterated. Why this much? In people are in Kali Yuga, are greedy. I want so much. Why? This is the present scenario. It went so deep into the roots. Now, if anybody is concerned, anything says good also. Now, to change all this, how much a difficult task to a Prime Minister of the country. Because it become a habit for us. Particularly since last 75 years, we are grown up like that, a selfish people. Therefore, a Gnani is an asset to the society. He need not to do big thing. Whoever come near to me, whoever come in contact me, let them get the joy and happiness. That's it. It's a great service. Great service. You need not to do big any other services. So that's why Gnani, with his Gnanam, in his presence, he gives a tremendous Tyagam to the society. That's why he is called Tyagi, Sarvasanga Parityagi. Because all everything, my body, personality, everything is my word, my mind, my thought, everything is meant for Ishwararpitam. You see, do you get the joy what that Gnani gets by becoming you a multimillionaire? Never. discover that contentment. That's why here the samatulya trupti, that is more important, contentment. Now here I will quote one more Subhashita for this. Altogether, Subhashita says, Shanti tulyam tapo nasti. There is nothing a great tapas than the peace of your mind. Shanti tulyam tapaha nasti. Toshanna param sukham. There is nothing greater happiness than the contentment. Enough contentment. Nasti trishna paro vyadhihi. There is no greater big disease than the desire, greed. Nacha dharmo daya paraha. There is nothing a great virtue or dharma than the daya, karuna. These words should ring all the time, and again we have to listen. These words should go into the ears and the hearts of the younger generation and children. Unfortunately, majority goes in another way. 26th. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Now the last two slokas of this chapter, conclusion, the third question is answered. Now, okay, good. You have told the characteristics of the Gunatita Purusha, how he will be like that, and what is the indication and how he behaves in this world. Now, if I want to become what you will suggest for me? Adhuna kadam chatrin gunan ativartate. Therefore, how to overcome and cross these three gunas? You told Gunatita Purusha will be like this. Then what one should do? Therefore, for that Bhagavan replying the third question, now here bringing the bhakti element. So gnanam, when you are saying, unless this Srishti Jagat is the owner of the Jagat is Ishvara, and if you have no that surrender and bhakti, so bhakti word Bhagavan bringing, whoever mamcha yaha avyabhicharena, unwavering, uncompromised, unsullied, that kind of firm devotion, bhakti yogena sevate, whoever worships me in that way. But again here worship, and that means not that going every day I have to go and do something. That is not. Remember the whole 12th chapter of Bhakti Yoga. But why he is bringing here? Unless otherwise you have a surrender of this body, mind, ego complex to the Lord Ishvara, then it won't work. Because everything is in Lord's creation. Good and bad is in Lord's creation. Priya, apriya is Lord's creation. Ninda, stuti, everything. That's why Bhagavan bringing, you develop this attitude first, automatically that all will set right. But people think that I am a devotee, I am doing devotion. But you think that, but you have not heard the 25 shlokas of the 14th chapter. What can I do? Mam cha yaha avyabhicharena. That means never doubt the Lord. I am doing this much to the Lord. Whether really He do something for me or not? Here you need not to do anything. I am accepting, and this is what to say. A love, devotion means to say in simply English, unconditional love. When I love somebody unconditionally, then I won't ask anything. And that too is the Almighty Lord, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. Does He don't know that what I want? Avariki theriyada. Why I have to doubt? Because your surrender is not pure. Your feeling is not pure. When that bhavana becomes pure and clear, you never doubt the Lord, you never complain on the Lord, you never keep on beg from the Lord. Here the meaning is actually, he told in some other chapter, 4 types of devotees are coming to me. They are all devotees only. I like all of them. Okay, there arto jignāsurarthārdhi gnāni cha bharatarshava. 4 types. In that, here Bhagavan specifying indirectly and telling, you become as a jignasu. Desire for gnanam is called jignasu. Don't be all the time asking, and don't keep on complaining all the time. It is happening like this, it is happening, my body is like this, my health is like that, my children are like, no, artha, artharthi, or give that, give this, give that. I like them also, somehow they are at least coming to me, but I like the most Gnani. But how will become Gnani? First become a Jignasu. But I will tell you, out of all 4 of them, the Gnani is the supreme. I love him most. That also Lord said. If you don't understand the words of the Lord, who can help you? Like our நம்ம வீட்டு மாப்பிள்ளை போல், அவருக்குன்னு தெரியாது, யாராவது சொன்னான்னு அவர் புரிஞ்சுக்க மாட்டார். Like that, my son-in-law, he doesn't know by himself anything, or he never listened others also. Bhakti yogena sevate. Then only saha gunan samatitaitan. He sees all the gunas are equal and he transcends the gunas. Now gunas are not a problem for him. Then because of that, he becomes the qualified person to abide in me. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. That means mokshaya samardha bhavati ityardha. Now he is fit for moksha. Granted. So the qualification to get the moksha, you need a jignasa. To have that jignasa, you surrender all your things, ahankara, mamakara, raga, dvesha, everything to the Lord Ishvara. Somewhere you have to surrender it. For that only that Almighty is there. And so one side I hand over entire Nama Rupa Jagat Prapancha, including my body mind complex, to Ishvara. Another side, I will claim I am myself is a Brahman, Sachidananda Swarupa. Work is over. But that claiming should be firm. You need to surrender here. That's why bhakti. We never neglect the bhakti. Vedanta, Gnanam never neglect the bhakti. Without the bhakti, actually you won't get the Gnanam at all. But understand that bhakti properly. As Lord said in the 12th chapter and 13th chapter, the lakshanas of the characteristics of the devotee. Then only you will understand the characteristics of the gnani, sthita pragnasya ka bhasha. So, sthita pragnasya lakshanani and gunatita purusha lakshanani, you can understand only when you have a pure unconditional devotion. That devotion can be towards Guru also. That devotion can be towards the Shastra Mata also. It is equal that you are surrendering everything. So all connected. That's why generally we say, depending on the world, you drop it. Depend on the Ishvara. Who? He is the boss. Ishvara, then after some time, he will tell you, yes, now you are qualified, you are good, you will be promoted, so I am going to send you to some Guru. You depend on the Guru. Guru says, depend on the Shastra. Shastra says, you depend on yourself. Discover the truth, that's it. Last is 27th Sloka. Brahmano hi pratishtaham.
Brahmano hi pratishtaham.
Amurtasya vyayasya cha.
Amurtasya
Vyayasya cha. Shashvatasya cha dharmasya.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya.
Sukasya cha. Now to conclude, Bhagavan with a very high tone concluding, therefore, which we generally think and call and imagine Jiva, 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 that Jiva individual is not somebody, something. I myself, Brahmanaha hi, that he, indeed, Brahma, I, Bhagavan says I, Pratishtha, aham, I am only abided in the Saguna. Here you will understand like this. In Saguna, Sakara, Ishvara or Saguna, this is called Saguna Brahma. When here Saguna Brahma means Saguna in Veshti level, in Samashti level also. I am in me, or I only giving the Pratishtha support, or that Saguna Brahma is abided in me. That means for us Saguna is not at all a problem. Generally we say sometimes in Vedanta, Saguna, Sakara, all that you have to give it up and then come to the Nirguna, Nirakara. You have to understand carefully in what context and what topic and when it is told. That's why in one go, one talk, one year, one decade, nothing goes into the mind properly. Now it is clear here. Saguna is also an expression of the Nirguna. Very nice. This is Saguna Brahma. That is Saguna Brahma. But this Saguna Brahma is supported by what? Nirgunam. That Nirgunam is this. So Aham means Nirguna. Brahmanaha means here, okay, I am the Brahman. I am only in and through of every Saguna also. I only Pratishtha, I am only there. What I am? What Brahman? Amrutasya, Avyayasya, 6 words are there, which we are already heard somewhere in the other Upanishad or somewhere. Amritam, okay, never, which never, Avinashi, Amrita means, which never dies. Avyayaha, never gets any kind of modification. Avikari, Shashvataha, which is ever present, Nityam. Dharmasya, here the dharma word is Gnana Yoga Dharma Praptasya. Gnana Yoga Dharma. So the real dharma is what? to get the gnanam. For that all other dharmas. Therefore, gnana yoga dharmasya. Then it is sukhasya, it is ananda swarupam. And finally, aikantikasya, one without second. Aikantika, ekantaka, the word is aikantika, means one without second. That means amrutatvadi swabhavasya paramatmanah pratyagatma pratishtha samyak gnanena paramatmataya nishchiyate. Okay, for my sake I read it, don't worry. Don't worry. What I said only Shankara saying that tadetat, all this is Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate, what told in the last sloka, last but one sloka, and the ending, you are now ready, fit for abiding into the Brahma Tattva, Swarupa Nishtha. In this way, this 14th chapter, Bhagavan concluded, and let us see next summary we have to see, then only 15th chapter. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.